I always have to move so many bikes just to get to a bike. Alright, so happy Sunday. It's a great day to go mountain biking. As a beginner on a mountain bike, you might be asking, what are the best days to go mountain biking? Today, whatever day that is, right? So, we're gonna hop on the Marlin today. Good. Go. Okay. We're gonna fix a flat, then we're gonna go mountain biking. Hey everybody, welcome to the Mile High Biker. This is the cycling channel for beginners. I approach cycling life as a perpetual beginner, you know? Keeping my mind open, keeping things simple, and always keeping both of my wheels on the ground. The website on Trek says that these are not tubeless ready rims, but they sure look like they are. Oh jeez, there we go. All right, front tire's ready to go, and I think that might be the most centered I've ever actually gotten the logo. Okay. Starting the climb, and I don't see any bison out today, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer, but maybe they'll be up on, there's some other parts where you see them too. I'm not gonna lie, for a beginner, this first little gravel excuse me, path is pretty steep. It's not super long at all, it's very short. Then when you get to here, now we're meeting up with the fire road, and the grade gets a little easier for the rest of it. And I did just hear, before I started filming again, an eagle screech, which I think I've only heard like maybe once or twice in my life, so now I've heard 3 times. And I saw a couple of big birds up over here. Now they're gone. I don't know where they're at. Not that I could film them well with the GoPro, but wildlife. I have seen elk and deer out here. I've seen the bison. Now I've heard an eagle. So the wildlife is aplenty on Genesee. And let's talk about why I like Genesee so much. Many reasons. But honestly, it's the first place that I rode with my old friend Scott a couple years ago that I guess you can qualify as a mountain. It's not in the foothills. We're not very far into the mountains. It's not a particularly big or impressive mountain, but it's a mountain. And I rode it that day, and I was able to ride most of it. I was on the old retro Trek, and it was a lot of fun. It was really like, I guess what I would consider my first successful day of mountain biking, where I felt like really good about it, you know. So it's a place I keep coming back to. There's some challenging places on these trails that I have yet to clear, but it's probably one that I've ridden the most and am most familiar with. So yeah, the views out here ain't too bad, that's for sure. almost to where the single track starts. Riding up with my knee pads around my ankles, because that's what I see people do. I don't know, I guess it's probably more comfortable than having them on your knees when you're climbing. So let's get to the single track. Mountain trail. So this is it. All right. We'll try and hopefully the GoPro will work now. I don't know if any of those attempts on well, I thought the GoPro was working, but my first couple attempts at the beginning part of the single track were not caught on film, so I'm sorry about that. There's a pretty rocky part there that usually every other time I just walk over. Part of the reason why it's probably a blue trail. And I gave it my 3 attempts and just couldn't get myself up over the rock. So this is after that, and also the GoPro was being very terrible and wigging out at me a lot, so I had to keep taking the battery out, putting it back in, so on and so forth. Sorry about that, but now let's get back into the trail. But for this part of the trail, it's from this point on, there's still rocky parts, but there's nothing that's like too hard from this point. You meet up with some other trails that are not mountain bike trails. And there's plenty of fun kind of up and down for a little bit here. There's the roots, and there's roots and rocks up here. Yeah, through all of these. Right here, hi guys. This is the other part that it's got some rocks, but there you go. If you just kind of push the front end out a little bit and don't hit your front brake, then you do roll. Whew. Been a while since I've done actual rocky stuff. Oh, and now we have now this is one fun place that you just have to hit to conquer. Okay, so we got this small little rock garden, I guess you could call it, of which I think there are probably several lines to get through. Generally, I like to plow through the middle. Oh my god, is it working? I think it's actually, I think it's working. Okay. Desperately need to upgrade my camera gear because this GoPro Hero 7 well, it kind of sucks. Let me just put it that way. My Hero 7 sucks, and it's old, and it's glitchy. Of course, the other camera I use is even older. Should have had more speed for those little rocks, but I made it. Oh, okay, this is where you hang a Louie. Steep Louie. And you come up to this road. From here, you can't take, well, technically, you can't take the single track up from here. You could, if we went straight, that's where we're gonna go down. But when I'm riding a mountain, I like to get to the top. So I'm gonna take the road to the summit, which isn't too far up. This turns into dirt road up here in a little bit. And now we're back on dirt fire road. Oh yeah, I was saying about my other camera. It's an old Canon, I think Power Shot is what it's called, maybe. Something like that. Only shoots in 720p. You can zoom in and out while you're recording, but there's no like different frame rate settings that I'm aware of. I can't change the aspect ratio, there's no wide angle, yada yada yada. I do like that it works. That Canon works. It does not glitch every 5 minutes like the GoPro does. And because I think the lower resolution, the files are smaller, so it just loads onto the computer faster. It edits faster in the software that I use, so I kind of like that camera. It's not good for action filming or while you're riding, but I'll just deal with the glitchy GoPro till I get a new one. Look at these views. We're nearing the top. You can't see though. There, you can maybe sort of see the flag through the trees. That's where the top is. Coming to the top. Technically, bikes aren't supposed to ride this very top portion, but this is where I would rather ask forgiveness than permission, because I want to ride to the top, you know? That's the point. Ooh, a nice little layer of smog sitting on top of the front range today. Final steep part. Up to the top. Uppity up. Cool rock stuff up here. It's always fun to climb on. Now you can see a little bit of the haze and smog. That's as zoomed in as the GoPro will get, and I'm pretty sure that you cannot tell that there's a city, that the city is. All right, time to start the descent from Genesee. I'm not really fast most of the time, but on a fire road where you can experiment with getting fast. See, there's these. That's not the spot. It's another spot. Super fun. Confident yet. Stay with us over those roots, man. There you go. There's some jogging up ahead too. Let's get through this spot. I put in a little bit. Speed it through here. Oh. Oh yeah, chunk. Oh, I forgot about this chunky spot. This chunky. And then there's this. The roots. There we go. That's the line, and then you're done. I don't know if you're supposed to take your shoes off when you take your knee pads on and off. What do you guys do? On top of all the other crap. Thanks for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed the Genesee Mountain. If you're in the Front Range area, come out here. It's a great beginner blue trail to just step it up a little bit from the green trails. You'll have a lot of fun. You might not clear everything, but hopefully you keep both your wheels on the ground. See you in the next one, guys.